Welcome to the free monthly tarot scopes. Be sure to check your rising and moon for more details and visit VickieVerley.com for personal readings, decks, books, t-shirts, art, and more. Thank you for all your continued support, including donating, liking, commenting, sharing. Now without further ado, on to your free reading. Hello Taurus, thanks for joining me for December 2017 readings. I threw the cards ahead of time because I'm moving kind of slow. I have a injured arm, wrist here. And it cuts down the processing time for me to just throw them ahead of time and not do the tape. I want to talk some astrology too because some big stuff is happening. Saturn is moving into Capricorn for the first time in almost 30 years. Now, you being a fellow Earth sign, it's probably going to be okay with you. You know, you kind of vibe to that Saturn Capricorn vibe anyway. But it's coming up in your 9th house. Now, the 9th house is higher education, travel, spirituality, religion. Whenever Saturn comes through a segment of your chart, and this month in particular, it's real important that you check your rising sign too. But when it comes through a segment of your chart, it's time to get really serious about it. It's about time to do your homework. It's time to really buckle down. I'm hearing batten down the hatches. So that would be about education is the strongest thing. But the thing about Saturn is the things that it sets up for you are long-lasting. It sets up long-lasting foundations. It puts things in place that are going to carry you through for, many years. 28 years for the full cycle, but it could be 7, 14, 21, and so on. So it's important, and it's in your 9th house. I wanted to let you know that we are using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation, and then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own creation. If you want to find out about any of my creations, I have books, decks, art, all sorts of stuff, t-shirts, read all sorts of readings, but for a limited time I'm offering the year ahead reading, always very popular. I start out with some numerology, and we look at your main major arcana card for the years, only to your birthday. We look at some of the transits of the year just for your sign. Then I throw out some cards for the 4 quarters, and like this, and then we do an animal totem too. So it's a really cool reading. It covers a lot of different things. Very popular. Won't be available after December, so sign up now if you want to get one. And now let's turn over and look at these cards. Well, it sure looks like a new beginning for you. You've got the Ace of Cups. You've got the Ace of Rods. So 2 aces. New beginnings, new beginnings. Ace of Cups is love, joy, creativity, happiness. And springing forth out of this Wheel of Fortune, it just seems to me. Wheel of Fortune is fate and destiny. And it's the timing is right. It's lucky breaks. It's things taking a turn in your direction. It's very, very favorable. So something is going to spring forth out of this turn of events that's going to allow for more joy, love, beauty, creativity in your life. Also has the Ace of Rods here. Seeds planted will bloom and grow. Now, it's connected right to some of you are going to have, somebody's could be having babies here, for sure. Empress, I mean, it means a lot of things, but the pregnancy card is almost, the primary meaning. And when it shows with the Ace of Rods, it almost always does mean a pregnancy. This is a phallic symbol, the seed planted in the woman's womb, then she becomes impregnated, So if that's something that's a possibility or you're hoping for, then that could absolutely be happening. Here's you. Whether you're male or female, this is you, the Queen of Pentacles over here. This is the Earth sign person. And you're right here. You're right by this. If you're not planning on having a baby or nobody else is, it's also just a card of major abundance. The Empress is in the harvest time, and we are in the harvest season, although we'll be moving into winter and the solstice. But this time of year during the holiday season, abundance, health, fertility. It could be your own mother. It could be you as a mother. It could be you as a grandmother. It could be your own mother. It could just be you and your creations that are not Earth children, whatever your creations might be, your creative stuff. Tauruses are always doing lots of creative stuff. Another reason I think for many that this is a child, if you look at this whole lineup here, The star, the Empress, the Ace of Rods. The star is spirits, angels, and guides. Can be just guides looking out for you. But it also could be, when it's next to the Empress, it could be the soul of a child yet to be born. Still in spirit. Looking for a body. Oh, look at here. I found a body, you know. If that's the case, it might be an earth sign child, too, I would say. Now, let's see. If you became pregnant now, if you became pregnant in December, then you would give birth in Virgo time, roughly. So the child might end up being like a Virgo. Looks like there's news of money coming, too. So for some of you, it's going to be some of your creative ventures are going to start to pay off. You're going to get some payment from some of the things that you've done before, and you're going to get payment for it now. The other thing is, I've said this in a few of the readings, and it applies in your reading as well, is that the Empress could be your mother. And if your mother's in spirit, you know, your mother would be around you. Sometimes during the holidays, it's hard for a lot of people. If you're missing family and loved ones who are no longer with you, this would say that the mother's with you. You know, you do have this Nine of Swords down here. I mean, this is a fabulous reading, but the Nine of Swords did pop out. And the Nine of Swords is a card of sorrow, crying, being upset. So I feel like this ties in. Some of you are really missing your mom or your grandma or somebody who's not here. It's tearing you up, you know, and they're right there with you. They're right there. In spirit, they're right next to you. They're trying to console you, trying to comfort you, but you might be too much in your own grief to realize it. For others, I feel like this is, whatever this new beginning is, whether it's a pregnancy or a creative venture, it's something that you've been trying for a long time, and it's been, you know, I'm hearing the bane of your existence. That's pretty dramatic. It's the bane of your existence. Okay, so it's been the bane of your existence for some time now. But there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be a new beginning. The Hierophant is here. The Hierophant is a group, an organization that you belong to. It could be a church. It could be the medical field, educational. I wouldn't be surprised if it's educational because of that ninth house activity you've got. I think lots of you may be going back to school, or even if it's not officially going back to school, you may be studying to take some kind of a big exam, you know, like the bar exam or the MCATs, or, you know, you name it, or the doctor one, you know, like you're gonna, or wanting to get into this program, you know, this educational program. Or for some of you, I feel like it's not even that. Like you already have the experience, you just have to prove that you know what you're doing. And then you'll be, or a union, it could even be like a union. There's very, you know, I don't know how many unions even exist in these days, but, you know, something like that. But the Empress being here right in the center, it's just like everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful in its own way. What's that song? Well, they're coming up with some oldies here. Everything is beautiful lyrics. Beautiful. That's an oldie from the 70s. Who is this guy? Ray Stevens. Yeah, that's the one. They're going to show me the lyrics, and I'm going to have to actually punch in lyrics. Lyrics. Here we go. I want to read it. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red, yellow, black, or white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. That's right. That is part of it. Well, here we go back to the children thing here, too. You know, I feel, too, like some of you might have even had, like, a miscarriage or something. Oh, everything's freaking out because of these ads. So it's kind of religious. There is none so blind as he shall not see. We must not close our minds. We must not let our thoughts be free. And everything is beautiful in our own way. Under God's heaven, the world is going to find a way. For every hour that passes, you know the world gets a little bit older, and it's time to realize that people lies in the eyes of the beholder. Everything is beautiful in its own way. We shouldn't care about the length of his hair or the color of his skin. Don't worry about what shows from without, but love that within. Love that lives within. And we're going to get old again now. Everybody's going to work out. Everything's going to work out fine. Just take a little time to look on the good side, my friend, and spittle in your mind. Everything is beautiful in its own way. Huh. That's funny because I'm not religious at all. But maybe that's for somebody out there. Maybe that's a song we used to sing back in the day. If you had lost a child, well, I was going to say through a miscarriage or something, but even if you lost a living child, you know, then that could almost be maybe some reassurance for you that, you know, it's in God's hands, I guess you could say. And the rabbit came out for your card. Okay, let's go ahead and check the card out. Rabbits very much fertility and creativity too. That's one of their main things. Sensitive, artistic, clever, nimble. Outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead. Taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future. Heightened libido and procreation. Well, that's one of the things about rabbits is they, you're making babies like rabbits. So definitely people are turning up pregnant here. There's definitely going to be some news of pregnancies for many of you. But creative is whatever you're creating. It doesn't have to be creating a human body in your womb. You could be giving birth to all sorts of stuff. Okay, perk just really stood out to me too. Some of you might be getting a perk, like an end-of-year bonus or something like that. Okay, hey Tauruses, thank you for all your support through the year of 2017. Don't forget about those year-ahead readings. Limited time. After December, they're gone forever. And the T-shirts, if they, you know, it's funny how it's working out with those T-shirts. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. They can't keep up with the demand, and so they rotate in and out. I'm not even sure, but it's a little bit, it's bumming me out a little. But they're really cool. If you order one of the T-shirts too, make sure to get a size ahead, larger, because they do run small. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. You can do that down in the bottom corner here. And donating. Donations make a big difference for me to keep doing the readings every month for free. Check out my decks, books of art. I have so much stuff on my website. You can catch it up in the eye in the sky in the corner here, or in the information below. Next time we do the readings, when I come back for next month, we're going to be talking about the 2018 January. So it's our last reading for 2017. Hope you had a great year. Hope you have a great holiday. This is Vickie Verley wishing you lots of love, even though I didn't do a love readings. And remember, you're love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month. Speak to you soon.